disclaimer, just like I did on the clarinet video, I am not a flute player, but I'm going to do my best to walk you guys through your B flat scale that you may need. I'll be providing both a fingering chart on our website and also trying to drop them in this video. So first thing is, if we play flute, we want to avoid bad posture habits from the beginning. And I'm going to say that because we're at home, we have the possibility to like lay sideways and play our flute laying down. And we want to make sure that we're actually bringing our flute up to meet us. So yes, it's going to put some stress on your arms, so be it, right? Bring your instrument to meet you. Not doing this guy. We see this all the time. That's not it. Look at how your lungs are shaped when you do this, right? We want to make sure we have a lot of air, especially because as a flute player, well, our air just kind of gets pushed over the top into the ether. If you're struggling with getting a good sound, okay, we're going to start with just a head joint, right? And take this guy separate. We want to say we, two. And if you looked at my mouth when I did that we, makes our lips like flatten out a little bit, and two brings it so it's almost like if we were going to blow a candle out and we want to just get air at the tip of our finger, that's going to give us a nice solid sound on our flute. And if you try this and you go and nothing happens, roll that flute away and then kind of back into your lip. So this bottom part is against my lip, but we want to roll it till we find a sort of sweet spot that lets us get a good sound. And once you find that spot, you realize this position, even when we put the rest of our flute on, we have to keep that position, okay? So now that I'm past that, I'm going to show you guys some actual sort of notes. And again, I'm going to do my best. I'm not a great flute player, but I'm going to try. So, flutes, we start with, first thing is this is coming up onto your right side. So if you're this kid and you're going the opposite way, that's not correct, right? The way that your fingers lay on these buttons, right, is not this very first thing you see, but the next real button, right? Skip one, next two. And the way you'll know if you're in the right spot is that our pinky should perfectly land on this little A flat key. If it's like a weird stretch to get to it, or you have this going on, you're not right, because that pinky belongs here. You notice I have a skipped one here, right? And then same way on our bottom hand, I actually don't like to look from the middle. I like to go, here's our foot joint, right? This part comes off of our flute. There we go, right? I'm gonna put that back on. 1, 2, 3, right? This should all be reviewed for you, and then we have a space for our pinky there, right? As this comes up. When we play a B flat, let me scoot myself over a little bit. A B flat is gonna be pinchers and our pinky, right? So think about that, pinchers and a pinky. When we go to our C, we're gonna open up that thumb on the bottom. So we're going B flat, right? So B flat to C. Then it goes to D, and so to play D, we're actually gonna put our 2 and 3 finger on our left hand, and 1, 2, 3, pinky up on our right hand. So we have B flat. Then we have E flat. E flat is like D, but drop that pinky down. That right pinky down, right? Cool. Then we're going to add the note F. So to play the note F, we're going to keep all 3 fingers down on our left hand with our thumb on the back. And we're going to keep our pinky down, but we're going to pick up our ring and middle finger on our left hand so that we have just the first one in that batch of 3. So if I do those first 5 notes. Okay. It gets a little bit easier from here. G, we're going to peel up that first finger that we used on our F in our right hand. So we're going to leave that pinky down, but this hand has, our left hand has all 3 pressed, right? Oops. Right, so if I go from the beginning, I should have. And if our G starts to get a little weird, what I need to do is speed up my air a little bit. And you may have to do that too. Once I start getting up into our higher notes, our air has to move faster. Not like harder, but quicker. If you can think about trying to push a flame out, and say that flame is stubborn, right? We know we can slow our air down, and that candle flame might wobble, but if we want to make it faster, we don't want it to be like a of air where we push it that way, because otherwise we're not going to get a good sound on our flute, right? It's going to do that guy. But we want our air to keep that focus stream just move more quickly, right? Okay, so I was at G. Sorry, that was my side thing. So I was at G. Then to play A, we're just going to peel up our ring finger on our left hand. And then to get to our B flat, it's the same way that it was when we started this scale. So it's going to be pinchers again, but we're going to use that fast air, and I hope this comes out good. Not bad. So if I walk through the whole scale now, I'll try that. Oops. I'm going to lose it now, watch. And then we're going to come back down. So hopefully that helps you guys walk through it. We're going to want to do that in half notes for our Flute Bb quiz, just so I can hear you have control of those first notes.